Hi, welcome back to God Says, the channel where healing begins with truth and your soul is soothed by the tender, powerful words of the living God. Today, we enter one of the most heartfelt topics of all. You are the child I love. No one can replace you. Take a breath. Be still. Let your heart open wide. Now, let us listen deeply to what God is saying. To you, have you ever wondered if you matter? If your existence truly makes a difference? Have you ever felt like your absence wouldn't be noticed? Like your pain was invisible? Like your voice got swallowed by the noise of the world? If so, I want you to know, I see you, I hear you, I know you, and I love you more than you can comprehend. You are not forgotten. You are not disposable. You are not one of many. You are uniquely mine. Before the stars took their place in the sky, before the oceans touched the shore, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. I crafted every detail of your being with intentionality and wonder. Not one hair on your head is unnoticed by me. Not one thought, not one tear, not one fear escapes my care. The world may teach you to earn your worth, to strive harder, be louder, perform better, all in hopes of being seen. But my kingdom is not built on performance. It is built on love. And love chose you long before you could ever prove anything. You are not just tolerated, you are treasured. May carry scars the world doesn't understand, wounds that no one else has the patience to hold. But I am not afraid of your brokenness. I do not step back from your shame. I do not require perfection to stay. I came for the lost. I run toward the hurting. I draw near to the weary. You are the one I leave the 99 to find. Let me say this to your heart. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. You are mine. Even if others abandoned you, I never left. Even if others silenced you, I've always been listening. Even if you feel like a mistake, I call you a miracle. You don't have to pretend to be fine in my presence. You don't need to shrink your emotions or hide your doubts. I'm not waiting for the best version of you. I'm waiting for you right now, right here. That you are the child I have always loved, not just in your strength, but in your weakness. Not just when you're full of faith, but when you're drowning in questions. I love you in your mess, in your silence, in your fight, and in your surrender. This message is not just words. It is an invitation. Come close. Come home. Let me speak what the world has failed to say. You are irreplaceable. You are desired. You belong. So take a deep breath. Let this moment be sacred. And as you continue listening, may your heart begin to remember what your soul has known. You are the child I love, and no one can ever take your place. Now, let us begin. I saw you before the beginning. I saw you before the beginning. Before time was measured, before breath entered your lungs. I knew you. I saw your soul, not yet wrapped in skin, not yet placed in time, and I loved you before you ever had a name. You were mine. You were not a random act of existence, not a product of fate or circumstance. You were intended. You were spoken into being by my heart, not by accident, not by chance, but by divine design. You may have grown up feeling overlooked, like you were one in the crowd, like your voice didn't carry enough weight for anyone to notice. But I tell you now, I noticed. When others dismissed you, I leaned in. When the world told you that you had to earn love, I whispered, you already are loved. When they taught you to fight for your place, I prepared one for you before you ever asked. You never had to compete for my affection. You already had it. All of it. I watched as you took your first steps, even if no one celebrated them. I counted your tears when no one saw you cry. I held your heart through nights of confusion when the silence screamed louder than hope. I was never far. Not once. Not even when you ran. Not even when you doubted. Not even when you stopped believing in yourself. I kept believing in you. Because I don't love the idea of you. I love the fullness of you. The real you. The one hiding under layers of fear and weariness and shame. The you who longs to be seen and safe. That's the one I call mine. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You are not too much, and you are never too little. Your presence matters, not because of what you can do, but because of who you are. You are my child, not in theory, in truth. Not just when you're strong and faithful, but especially when you feel weak and unsure. My love does not shift with your performance. My nearness does not depend on your perfection. I know what you've been through. I know the weight you've carried silently, the words you never said out loud, the questions that haunt your peace. I know how long you've tried to hold yourself together, to keep smiling through pain, to stay strong for everyone else. I know the quiet ache of wondering, does anyone really care? And I answer you with this. I do. You are not a burden to me. You are not forgotten in the noise of the world. I know your name. I know your battles. I know your story. And even the parts that feel too dark to speak, I have already seen them, and still I say, you are loved. Nothing in your past disqualifies you from my presence. Nothing you've done is greater than what I've already forgiven. And yes, I have already forgiven you, even before you knew what you would do. I have chosen mercy over judgment, grace over punishment, restoration over rejection. Come back to me, not to prove anything, not to fix yourself first. Just come. Bring the wounds. Bring the doubts. Bring the fatigue. I want all of you, not just the polished parts. You don't have to pretend. With me, I am not a God who waits behind walls of religion or perfection. I walk into the lowest places, the shattered places, the rooms no one else wants to enter, because that is where my love shines brightest, in the dark, in the ruins, in the places you believed were abandoned. I am still there. Your healing does not begin when you're finally whole. It begins when you realize that I never stopped holding you, even in pieces, even when you thought I left, even when you couldn't feel me. I was still near. I am still near. And I am not going anywhere. There are answers you've longed for, clarity you've begged for, peace you've chased for years. And now I say to you, your task is to stay with me until the end, and I will give you the answer you have longed for. Not the answer the world gives, not the answer your fear gives, but the answer that will restore your soul and awaken your purpose. Let me take you deeper than your pain. Let me lead you beyond the walls you built for protection. Those walls once served to keep the hurt out, but now they're keeping me out. You're safe with me. You can come out now. You can stop performing. You can stop hiding. You are not alone in this battle. I am with you, and I am for you. Now is the time to leave the shore of survival and step into the waters of purpose. Yes, it feels uncertain. Yes, it will challenge you. But you were not made to live in fear. You were not created to just get by. You were born with divine breath in your lungs, with eternity in your heart, with a light that cannot be extinguished. You are not fragile. You are not forgotten. You are anointed. You are chosen. You are a warrior of grace, not because of your strength, but because I have covered you with mine. Every day that you wake up is proof that your story isn't over. Every breath you take is evidence that I'm not done writing beautiful things into your life. There is more, so much more. Do not let the past define the limits of your future. I am doing something new in you, even now, even if you cannot yet see it. What once was lost, I am restoring. What once was dead, I am resurrecting. What once was broken, I am redeeming. This is not your ending. This is your awakening. Let these words sink deeply into your soul. You are the child I love, and no one can ever take your place. This is just the beginning. Stay with me. Walk with me. Let me lead you into the fullness of what I created you for. The next part of your journey is waiting, and it will be sacred. Step out of hiding. Do you remember the first time you felt the need to hide? Not just your body, but your soul. The moment you believed that being fully seen was dangerous. That to survive, you had to cover your heart. That if others saw the truth, the mess, the weakness, the longing, they might not stay. And so you began to protect yourself with silence, with masks, with perfectionism, with pretending. You told yourself that hiding was safer. But child, the truth is, hiding only numbs the ache. It never heals it. I never asked you to be perfect. I never demanded that you clean yourself up before coming to me. You learned that from the world, not from me. I have always called you just as you are. Not the edited version of you, not the one trying to impress, not the one with all the answers. I want the real you, the one who still wonders, who still questions, who still struggles. That's the one I died for. That's the one I rose for. That's the one I speak to now, because you don't need to be fixed before you are loved. You are loved now. I see how long you've been surviving. You've become skilled at it, making it through, pushing past, pretending it's fine. But I didn't create you to merely survive. I created you to live, fully, freely, joyfully. But joy cannot grow in the soil of hiding. Freedom cannot flourish where shame still governs. Your choices. So now I speak to you. Come out of the shadows. Come out of the stories that tell you you're not enough. Come out of the expectations that exhaust your spirit. You are not created for a cage. The wounds you carry are not your identity. The pain you've endured is not the whole of your story. It may have shaped you, yes, but it did not destroy you. You are still here. You are still breathing. That is not random. That is a miracle. You've been through storms, yes, but you were not swept away. The fact that you are reading this now is proof. My hand has held you, even in your wandering. My love has preserved you, even in your silence. You may feel like you've been wandering in a desert, searching for meaning, thirsting for clarity. I say to you now, this is not the end of your story. This is the place of your awakening. I did not leave you in the wilderness to perish. I brought you here to meet you face to face, to strip away the lies, to heal what's hidden, to pour water over the dry places in your heart. I want to restore the parts of you that you gave up on, the dream you buried, the voice you silenced, the hope you stopped daring to feel. I am breathing life into what you thought was dead. You keep asking, but what if I fail again? Let me answer you gently. Failure does not separate you from my love. You are not loved because of your success. You are loved because of who you are to me, and who you are has never changed. You are mine, even in your weakness, even in your fears, even when you take one step forward and two steps back. Still mine. My grace is not fragile. My mercy is not conditional. I did not bring you this far to leave you now. And child, I know it's hard to step out of what's familiar. I know it feels terrifying to let go of the walls that have kept you safe. But comfort zones become prisons when I have called you into purpose. You were not created to play small. You were not born to stay stuck. I am calling you out, not to punish you, but to free you, to give you new eyes, a new heart, a new way of living. You were made for more. Yes, there is fear in the unknown, but there is also freedom. Yes, you will have to trust me in ways you never have, but you are not walking alone. I am the God who goes before you. I am the one who parts seas and breaks chains and speaks light into darkness. I will not fail you now. Take my hand. Step forward. Let go of what no longer serves you. The lies, the shame, the voices that said you'll never change. They do not define you. I do. You've believed for too long that your worth is tied to your performance. But I say, your worth is tied to your presence. Your existence is sacred to me. Your story has meaning, even the broken parts. Especially the broken parts, because that is where my healing flows the deepest. I do not despise your weakness. I meet you in it. I do not recoil. From your pain, I draw near to it. There is no part of you that is too dark for my light, no place so lost that I cannot find you. I am not afraid of your mess. I step into it so I can walk you out of it. Let this be the moment you choose to believe again. Not because you have all the answers, but because you're tired of the lies. Because you long to live. Because something inside you is whispering, there must be more. And there is. There is so much more than survival. There is life. There is purpose. There is joy that cannot be taken. There is peace that passes understanding. And it begins here with one simple yes. Yes to my love. Yes to my healing. Yes to stepping out of hiding and into truth. Let these words be your anthem. I am seen. I am loved. I am chosen. I belong. And child, I will walk with you every step of the way. There is no distance too far for my love to reach. There is no fear too big for my peace to quiet. There is no wound too deep for my hands to heal. Come with me. Let me show you who you are. Let me show you who I've always been. Your father, your shepherd, your refuge, your redeemer. You are not what happened to you. You are not the names they called you. You are not the worst thing you've done. You are my beloved. And no one can take your place, Dot. This is your invitation. Not just to believe in me, but to believe that I believe in you. Step out. I'm waiting. You were chosen, not just surviving. You have learned to survive. You have learned to push forward, even when the weight was unbearable. You have smiled when your soul was aching. You have shown up for others while secretly wishing someone would show up for you. And I saw it all. Not one moment of your quiet suffering escaped me. Not one tear fell without my notice. While the world celebrated the loud and the visible, I remained close to the silent strength you carried when no one clapped, no one praised, no one cared. But I did. I did not create you to be overlooked. I did not knit you together with wonder, only for you to live in fear and invisibility. I formed you with intention. I set you apart before anyone else had an opinion of you. You are not just born, you were sent. Sent into this time, into this world, into this moment for a divine reason. You may have been treated as optional by people, but you have always been essential to me. You are not designed to blend in. You were chosen to carry light. There is something inside of you that no one else carries. It is not pride to believe you are called. It is obedience. It is not arrogance to accept your place. It is surrender. I placed gifts inside of you, not so you would bury them in fear, but so you would release them in faith. There is a sound that only your life can make, a healing that only your presence can bring, a freedom that others will taste because you chose to step out of survival and into calling. Dot, do not be afraid of your voice. The enemy has tried to silence it because it carries power. Do not believe the lie that you are unqualified. I do not call the qualified. I qualify the called. I delight in using the unlikely, the overlooked, the underestimated, because that's where my glory shines brightest. You don't need a perfect past. You need a surrendered heart. And you have. That, even now, your desire to come closer is enough. I can work with that. I can build a life of purpose from the ruins of pain. You have not missed your moment. Even if you feel behind, even if your past feels like too much to overcome, I am the God who restores time. I redeem seasons. I resurrect dead things. What feels delayed in your eyes is still right on time in mine. I have not forgotten what I planted in you. I have not changed my mind about you. The promise still stands. And child, listen closely. I do not love you for what you do. I love you for who you are to me. You are mine. Even if everything else is stripped away, the titles, the roles, the performance, you remain my beloved. Your identity is not in your ability to keep everything together. It is in the truth that I hold you even when you fall apart. You are not your achievements. You are not your productivity. You are not the image others expect you to maintain. You are my creation, my joy, my treasure. And that is enough. It's time to stop apologizing for your existence. It's time to stop shrinking to make others comfortable. It's time to stop pretending you are fine when your soul is starving for truth. Let this be your turning point. I am calling you out of the shadows. I am calling you to rise, to believe again, to step boldly into the identity I gave you before the world ever named you. You may be afraid. That's okay. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to move forward anyway, with me by your side. You don't have to be fearless to be faithful. You don't have to know every step to take the first one. I am not asking you to leap blindly. I am asking you to trust me. Trust that my voice will guide you. Trust that my presence will never leave you. Trust that what I began in you, I will complete. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too anything. You are exactly who I chose, exactly when I chose, exactly where I chose. And I do not make mistakes. Let the shame fall. Off now. Let the guilt dissolve in the light of my grace. Let the old labels peel away. You are not abandoned. You are not unworthy. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are called. You are loved. When the lies whisper, you're not enough, I declare over you, you are mine. When the fear says, you're too far gone, I shout over you, you are redeemed. When the silence tells you, you're alone, I wrap my arms around your soul and say, I have never left. You do not have to fight to be seen. I see you. You do not have to earn your worth. You are worthy because I said so. You do not have to beg for belonging. You already belong, right here, right now. With me. Let me teach you how to live free. Free from fear. Free from comparison. Free from the pressure to perform. Let me show you what it means to walk with peace, to carry joy, to live loved, even when life is hard. This is not a call to strive. This is a call to surrender, to rest in my arms, to listen to my whisper, to rise in my strength. You were never meant to carry the world. That's my job. You were meant to carry my presence. And that presence will change everything, not just in you, but through you. Your healing is not just for you. It will flow outward. Your freedom will make a way for others. Your yes will break chains in generations you may never even meet. Because nothing surrendered to me is ever wasted. It becomes seed. It becomes legacy. So lift your head, beloved. Straighten your spine. Shake off the dust. You are not an accident. You are not a side note. You are the child I love, and no one can replace you. This is your season to rise. Not because of who you are in, your own strength, but because of who I am, and I am with you. You are chosen. And this is only the beginning. You were never meant to be forgotten. I have watched you carry burdens I never asked you to bear. I have seen you wear shame like a second skin, believing that because others overlooked you, I too must have turned my face away. But listen, my beloved, you were never meant to be forgotten. You were never made to fade into the background of your own life. From the beginning, you were meant to stand in the full radiance of my love, wrapped in dignity, crowned with purpose, filled with glory, not of this world, but of me. You cry out in silence, "Do you see me? Do you hear me?" And I say to you, now with the fullness of my spirit, yes, I have seen every tear you cried in the dark. I have heard every word you never dared to speak aloud. I have felt the ache in your soul when you were passed over, misunderstood, or made to feel small. But you are not invisible to me. I have written your name on the palms of my hands. You are etched into eternity, not as a mistake, not as a burden, but as a child deeply loved and divinely chosen. There is a lie that's been whispered to your heart for far too long, a voice that tells you you're replaceable, that if you disappeared, today the world would not even notice. But that voice is not mine. That voice is rooted in fear, shame, and brokenness. My voice is rooted in truth, and the truth is this: no one can take your place in my heart. No one can carry the assignment I placed on your life. No one can reflect my image in the exact way that you do. You are not a duplicate. You are a divine original. You have spent so much time trying to become someone else's idea of worthy. You've contorted yourself to fit molds I never designed for you, comparing your light to another's flame, forgetting that I crafted you to shine in a way only you can. Stop measuring yourself by the standards of this world. I don't look at status, fame, or perfection. I look at surrender, at obedience, at a heart that says, "Here I am, Lord, send me." And I tell you now, I see that heart in you. I know the wounds you carry from being left behind, from hearing you're not enough in 1,000 different ways. But I want to speak something holy over those wounds now. You are never less than enough. You are always my choice. Even when others walked away, even when you were not invited, even when you were silenced, I never stopped calling your name. In the quiet of the morning, I never stopped drawing near in your restless nights. And I never will. You were born for a reason so much greater than approval. You were made for communion with me. You are here to reflect the beauty, strength, and grace that flows from a life fully yielded to my spirit. So, release the shame. Lay down the comparisons. Let go of the belief that you are too late, too broken, or too far gone. None of those things are true. You are right on time. You are being made whole. You are already deeply, irrevocably loved. Do you know what I see when I look at you? I see courage in the middle of fear. I see faith when you keep walking even with trembling knees. I see light that refuses to be extinguished by the shadows of your past. You think your story is too messy, too complicated, but I am not afraid of your story. I am the author, and I write beauty from ashes, healing from trauma, redemption from ruin. The pain you have carried is not in vain. The rejection you faced was not the final word. I am using it all not to punish you, but to prepare you. You have been hidden for a reason. But hidden does not mean forgotten. Hidden means protected, developed, set apart. And now I am calling you out from the shadows, not to perform, but to be, to simply walk in the truth of who you already are, my beloved child, filled with my spirit, destined for impact. You keep waiting for permission to rise. Let this be that moment. Let my voice be louder than the voice of fear. Let my love dismantle every wall you've built around your heart. Let my spirit awaken what has been buried under years of hurt. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one where you no longer shrink to make others comfortable, but rise because you finally believe me when I say, you are worth it. You don't have to strive to prove your value to me. You don't have to hustle to earn my affection. You already have it. My love is not based on what you do. It's based on who I am, and I am love. Come back to this truth whenever you start to drift. I have never left your side. I have never stopped choosing you. I have never stopped seeing. You don't let this part of your journey be one of remembering. Let it be where the chains of abandonment are broken and the lie of worthlessness is shattered. Let it be where you embrace the sacred truth that you are not forgotten, you are found. You are not abandoned, you are held. You are not replaceable, you are irreplaceable, and you always will be. I am the God who sees, the God who stays, the God who names you my own. Come, my child, keep walking, keep believing, keep listening, because I am not finished. And the next part of your story holds more beauty than you've ever imagined. Let this truth carry you forward. You are never forgotten. You are always loved. You are mine. Your scars are not shame. They are seals of grace. You look at your scars and call them failure. You see your pain and label it punishment. But I, the one who formed you, do not see as the world sees. I see your scars and call them sacred. I see your wounds and declare, here is where my grace was poured. You are not defined by the things that tried to break you. You are refined by the fire that could not consume you. You are not the sum of your sorrow. You are the vessel through which my healing flows. Yes, you have been through much. Yes, your heart has been shattered in ways you could not even put into words. But nothing you have lost, nothing you have suffered, is wasted in my hands. The enemy wanted to use your pain to bury you. I have used it to build you. What was once your place of breaking, I am turning into your place of breakthrough. What once made you hide in shame, I will use to shine. My glory. You do not need to hide anymore. I have seen how you try to cover the places that still ache. I have watched you pretend to be strong when inside you are barely holding on. But I am not asking for your performance. I am inviting you into presence, into honesty, into healing that runs deeper than any surface strength. You do not need to be perfect to be loved by me. You only need to be present with me. Let me speak to the part of you that still fears being seen. The part that wonders, if they knew what I've done, would they still love me? Hear me clearly. Beloved, I know every detail of your story, and I still choose you. Not reluctantly, not because I have no other options, but because you are mine, and I do not change my mind about what I love. When you fell, I did not flinch. When you wept, I wept with you. And when you doubted, I still remained. You see, my love is not fragile. It does not depend on your consistency. It flows from my covenant. I bound myself to you before you even knew my name, and I have not wavered. Your past does not disqualify you. It is often in the depths of despair that I raise up my most radiant ones, those who have wrestled with pain and yet chosen to stay with me. These are the ones I fill with fire. You ask me why I didn't stop the suffering. But child, if I had removed every storm, you would never have discovered the depth of your strength, the power of my peace, the reality of my presence in the valley. I did not abandon you in the storm. I entered it with you. I walked on the waters of your fear. I held you when the waves crashed. I whispered in the winds, you are not alone. And I am still whispering now. Let me remind you, your scars are not shameful. They are evidence that grace won. That though you were struck, you were not destroyed. That even when you thought you wouldn't survive, I carried you through. Every scar is a seal that says, this one belongs to me, and nothing to take them out of my hand. You think you must erase your past to walk into your future. But I say to you, bring it with you, redeemed. Bring it with you, but let me write the ending. I do not erase the story, I rewrite it with redemption. I take the chapters the enemy meant for ruin and turn them into songs of restoration. I make beauty rise from the ashes of the unspeakable. You are still worthy of love, still worthy of joy, still worthy of the dreams that once lit your eyes before disappointment dulled them. I am breathing life into those dreams again. They are not dead, they are being revived. What you thought was the end is only the in-between. The wilderness is not where you will stay. It is where you will be strengthened. Lift your head. Stand, tall not in pride, but in the quiet confidence of one who knows they are loved beyond measure. You have nothing to prove to this world. You only need to walk with me. Let me guide your every step. Let me show you how your scars shimmer with purpose when held in the light of my mercy. There is no stain too dark that my blood cannot cleanse, no wound too deep that my hand cannot heal, no fear too loud that my voice cannot silence. You were never meant to carry your pain alone. I am here. I have always been here. You may not understand everything that has happened, but I promise you, nothing will be wasted. Every tear, every silence, every season of loss is being woven into something eternal, something beautiful, something that will echo with the sound of my glory in your life. You will be a testimony, not because you never bled, but because you bled and still chose to believe. Your healing will be a light for others. Your restoration will ripple into generations. You are not only being healed, you are becoming a healer. You are not only being lifted, you are becoming one who lifts. And it all begins with this truth. You are not your scars. You are my child, my chosen, my beloved Datsa. Step forward. You do not walk alone. My spirit is in you. My hand is upon you. My grace is more than enough for you. And this is what I declare over you now. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being made whole. You are not forgotten. You are fiercely loved. You are not weak. You are walking in resurrection strength. And your story is not over because I am still writing it. Let those words be the wind beneath your wings. Let that truth carry you into the next chapter. Let my voice be louder than every wound. And remember this, what once scarred you, I will now use to shine through you. I have never taken my eyes off you. Do you know how long I have watched over you? Not just since the moment you cried your first breath, but from the foundations of the world. Before mountains rose or oceans roared, I thought of you. You were not a coincidence, not an afterthought. You were crafted in eternal intention. Every fiber of your being known, seen, loved. You were set apart before you ever stepped into time. That is how precious you are to me. That is how irreplaceable. You often wonder if I see you now, when you feel invisible, when your heart aches in silence, when the weight of life feels unbearable. And this is my answer. I have never taken my eyes off you, not for a single second. Even when you turned away, even when you doubted, even when you broke beneath the heaviness and screamed into the dark, I was there. I have always been there. My gaze does not flinch at your weakness. It softens with mercy. It burns with compassion. You may feel forgotten, but I remember every promise I made to you. I do not abandon my word. You are not too much for me. Your emotions are not too intense. Your questions do not threaten me. Come with your anger. Come with your sorrow. Come with the pieces of your faith that you don't know how to hold anymore. I am not here to scold you. I am here to restore you. The world may have told you that you are only lovable when you are whole. But I say to you, even in your breaking, you are mine. Even in your wandering, you are never out of reach. I hold every step of your journey. There is nothing you need to hide from me. I see it all already. The moments you felt ashamed, the memories you tucked deep inside, the guilt that whispers you're not good enough. I know every secret pain, and yet I stay. I stay because I love you. I stay because I chose you. I stay because my love is not based on your performance, but on my eternal nature. And I do not change. My love does not diminish when you fall. It runs toward you. It clothes you with grace. It invites you into the truth. You are not a mistake. You are a miracle in the making. Let me speak into the places where you still carry fear. You are afraid to hope again, afraid to trust, afraid to believe that this time things might be different. I know, but I did not call you to walk by what you feel. I called you to walk by who I am. I am the God who restores lost years. I am the one who brings life out of graves. I am the healer of hearts, the mender of minds, the restorer of souls. Do not give up. You are closer than you think. I am not finished with you. What feels like delay is not denial, it is preparation. I am building strength inside of you that suffering cannot steal. You cry out to me, "How long must I wait?" And I whisper back, "Stay with me. Trust me. The breakthrough you long for is coming." Sometimes I move mountains instantly. Sometimes I build you into someone who can climb them. Either way, I do not leave you. I walk every step beside you. I never promised you a life without pain, but I promised you my presence within it. That has never changed. That will never change. You are not where you used to be. Even if you don't see it yet, you are growing. You are being shaped, stretched, refined. There is a deeper purpose unfolding. And though your vision may be clouded by pain, I see clearly. I see what you're becoming. I see the strength that is rising within you. I see the fire that will not burn you, but will burn away everything that was never meant to stay. You are not losing yourself, you are discovering your true self, not the self shaped by wounds or rejection or comparison, but the one I created, whole, loved, called, chosen. You are not just surviving, you are being resurrected. I am breathing new life into your spirit. You are not empty, you are being filled, not with what the world gives, but with what only I can give. Peace that passes understanding, joy that defies circumstances, hope that never dies. And now I remind you, you are the child I love. No one can replace you. Others may try to fit your shoes, but only you carry the imprint of my design for your life. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Your calling matters. I placed you in this time, in this place, for divine reasons. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being positioned. You are being prepared. You are being protected for the fullness of the promise I will bring to pass. Lift up your eyes, beloved. You are not made to dwell in defeat. You were made to dwell in my presence. You were made to rise. You were made to shine. Do not believe the lie that your best days are behind you. With me, your story is always moving forward. I am doing a new thing. Can you not perceive it? It springs up even now. In the silence, I am speaking. In the stillness, I am moving. In the waiting, I am working. You don't need to understand everything to trust me. You only need to stay. And as I told you before, I will tell you again. Your task is to stay with me until the end, and I will give you the answer you have longed for. That is my promise. That is my heart. So come, child. Come without pretense. Come without striving. Come with your need and your hunger and your longing. I am here. I am enough. I am still your God, and you are still my beloved. You are not lost, you are loved. You are not too late, you are right on time. You are not forgotten, you are forever, held in the palm of my hand. And nothing, no fear, no failure, no darkness can separate you from me. Let this truth carry you onward. I have never taken my eyes off you, and I never will. Step boldly into the life I chose for you. Child, now that you have walked through the valley, now that you have wept and wrestled and stood again, hear me. It is time. It is time to arise. It is time to stop waiting for a permission I already gave you. It is time to stop shrinking in shame and start shining with the glory I placed within you. You have sat in the shadows long enough. You have replayed the regrets long enough. You have doubted your worth, your calling, your belonging for far too long. I am here to say, once and for all, you are mine. You are chosen, and nothing, and no one can take that away from you. You are not defined by what you've been through, but by who walks with you now. I walk with you. I dwell within you. I go before you. I surround you. You are not alone. Not for one moment. Not for one breath. I have carried you through fire, through storms, through nights that felt endless, and I have brought you here not just to heal, but to commission you. You are not just someone who made it out. You are someone who will lead others out. The comfort I gave you, you will give to the broken. The love I poured into you, you will pour out without fear. You are not too broken to be used. You are beautifully broken open, so that my glory can shine through your life like morning light breaking through the night. Do not wait for someone to tell you you're ready. I say, you are ready now. There will still be days you feel small. There will be moments where fear knocks again. But now, you know where your strength comes from. You know the sound of my voice. You know that courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward while trusting me in the middle of it. I will meet you there. I will uphold you. I will multiply what little you have and make it more than enough. You may still carry questions, but I remind you, your task is to stay with me until the end, and I will give you the answer you have longed for. I do not want you chasing answers more than you chase my presence. In me, you will find not only what you seek, but more than you knew you needed. I will show you the why, the how, and the when in time. For now, trust the one who writes your story. I am calling you into a life that is not safe, but sacred. Not comfortable, but consecrated. You were not made to blend in. You were made to carry fire. You were not made to fit into the mold of this world. You were made to reflect my kingdom. You were not born to be silent. You were born to declare freedom. Every day you wake up, heaven rejoices because you are still breathing, still choosing me, still willing to rise. That is holy dot, so do not wait to feel fearless. Step forward even if your knees tremble. I will meet you in the motion. Do not bury your gifts. Do not silence your testimony. Do not underestimate the power of one obedient heart. I do not require perfection. I honor surrender. I delight in your yes. Lift your head. Take up your space. Speak with the voice I gave you. Walk through the doors I will open. There is territory your feet are meant to claim. Battles your prayers are meant to win. Leaves your obedience is meant to touch. It all begins with a step. Take it, dot. You are not an afterthought. You are the answer to someone's cry for hope. You are not late. You are perfectly placed. You are not inadequate. You are equipped by my Spirit. You are not the one left behind. You are the one I have gone ahead to prepare the way for. Child, I did not spend all this time healing you so you could return to hiding. I healed you to send you. I restored you so you could restore others. I lifted you so you could lift those still bowed down. You carry more than pain. You now carry my presence. Let them see what redemption looks like. Let them hear what grace sounds like. Let them feel what heaven's love burns like when it flows through someone who once doubted they were worthy. That someone is you, and you are worthy, because I say you are. I do not lie. I do not exaggerate. I do not change my mind. You were never just a name in the crowd. You were the one I called out of darkness into my marvelous light. You were the one I danced over while you slept, the one I defended in the spirit realm, the one I surrounded with angels when the enemy wanted to devour you, the one I whispered to, even when you felt far from me. You were never far. You are always held, and now you are not just held. You are commissioned, called, chosen, sent, and I will walk every step with you. When you doubt, I'll remind you. When you're weary, I'll lift you. When you cry, I'll catch every tear. When you fall, I'll pick you up again. Because I am not going anywhere, you are still my child. You are still the one I love. So rise. Step boldly into the life I chose for you. Let your light shine, not in pride, but in purpose. Not to impress, but to impact. Not for applause, but for alignment with heaven. You were born for such a time as this. Everything in your life has been leading to now. And now I say, go, and do not be afraid. I am with you always. Your life will speak of redemption. Your presence will carry peace. Your story will release healing. Your obedience will bear fruit eternal. And through it all, never forget, you are the child I love. No one can replace you. No one. Let these words seal your heart, burn within your soul, and carry you through every storm, every sunrise, every step forward into the calling that was written for you before time began. You are mine, and I am forever yours.